Hello guys, welcome to another video. So in this one again we are continuing from where we left off, and as you know I messed up this fight against Scarecrow. So first we'll be doing a cleanup fight here, and as the health is quite low we are going to use John Constantine with Raven. So let's go. The setup is as usual again. Constantine with Twin Blade, Raven and Elder Swamp Thing with passive stats. Now I think I have upgraded my Kamidogo dagger to level 5. So yeah, we have a little bit more passive stats now. So let's go. So we will need to apply the burning here, because as you know the damage buff that Constantine gets is he gets that only against burning opponents, and the thing is he also has a chance to burn opponents on his basic hits when they have the hell mark on, which you can see there on the top of Scarecrow's head. And that hell mark Constantine applies by doing specials or super move. So that's the reason the gameplay goes like this. You do the super move first with Constantine, where you apply the hell mark, and then you stack Raven's darkness, and then you can deal damage with Constantine. That's how it goes actually. So yeah, he is dead. I mean, only 81 million health he had. So let's move to the next fight. So next we have Firestorm, and we are going to use the Orm team again. Usual setup: Orm with Crown, Batman Ninja, Gorilla Grodd with Kamidogo dagger, and classic Flash with also Kamidogo dagger. So yeah, there my Kamidogo dagger was level 4 only, so my bad. I actually again I did upgrade it, but I think it was after this video was recorded actually. So anyways, that's okay. So here also the health is only 640 million, which is again in the range of Orm. He can do a one shot here quite easily, so that's the reason we are going with him. So I tried opening the Orm chest which was there in the store a few days ago, but I did not get anything, unfortunately. The next I think I'm going after the Scorpion chest, because Scorpion also I want to upgrade a few star ratings on him. I did get Scorpion, I think 100 shards of Scorpion I got. And so yeah, but again I need a lot more there. I think we need 450 shards for 5 stars. So yeah, we'll need even more actually. Anyways, coming back to the fight, again we are continuing the usual gameplay, and we are dealing 80 to 90 million on each third special. But I think I was also a little bit unlucky here with the crits, I would say, on the special 3s. Like I wasn't critting that often. That's what I felt actually, because I think 640 million we could have killed a lot sooner with Orm actually. This much time I should not have taken. But anyways, we are going to kill him. That's all matters, I guess. And yeah, he's dead. Okay, so then let's move to the next fight. Next fight is boss Scorpion. So Scorpion's modifiers are that he will create an hazard if he does a special, and that hazard basically deals a lot of damage. And once you let him make that hazard, you can say you're dead. The fight is over. That's how it goes. So we are going with the Batwoman, the drowned team, so that he just can't do a special at all for the whole fight. And that's it. That's all you need to take care of, and then it's just a normal fight then. So that's the thing. You just use a team that doesn't allow the opponent to do any specials at all, and then you're fine. That's all you need to do. So that's the reason we are going with Batwoman the Drowned. And also another thing that he does is he will knock out your opponent. Sorry, he will knock out your player uh, on his super move. So that is another reason we have this team here, because Robin King, we can allow him to get killed. So that's what the plan is here. You'll tank the super move with Robin King, you let him die, and then you revive him with Batwoman the Drowned. That is the thing. Other than that, this is just a normal Batwoman fight, nothing different here. So Scorpion actually he becomes a difficult boss if you let him do specials. Actually, if you just don't let him do any specials, then he's like pretty normal, doesn't do anything. That's the thing. And we have a very wonderful counter for that, which is Batwoman the Drowned, who doesn't let the opponent do anything. So that's the reason this team works perfectly well here. You can also use Superman again. He also doesn't let the enemy do anything because he's unhittable. So he also works quite well. So all these teams that don't let him do any specials, those we can use. And I think we have quite a few of such teams who don't let the opponent do anything. I think Beast Boy also you can use, I guess. The only thing you need to take care of here is that you don't tank his super move, because his super move kills directly. That's the thing. So that is something you need to take care of, that his super move you don't have to tank, at least with your damage dealer or some support character whom you need alive. That's the thing. So you need to have a character whom you can let them die actually. That is the thing. Okay, anyways, he is dead. Then let's have a look at the rewards. So the rewards aren't always great. I mean, most of the times they're not great. That is how the game works actually. Can't complain. But okay, so this is nice actually. This is wonderful. This is great. Yeah, so we got Scorpion, 3-star Scorpion here. And I think now I will have... Okay, we have 371 out of 450 shards there, as you can see in the vault for Scorpion there. So this is nice actually. So I think we are moving closer to level up our Scorpion. But again, still the number required is not very less again. I think I can't get that number from the donations in my league actually. I'll have to see, or maybe I'll have to open more chests of Scorpion. But still, progress is progress. We are moving closer to upgrading him. That's what matters, I guess. So anyways, let's move to the next fight, which so again, now I think we are in heroic 4 or 5, not sure. I think it's heroic 4, because the health, you can see the bosses have health very low, which is 250 million. Anyway, so what we are doing is, first we will be going with the Mortal Kombat team with Justice League Flash. Again, now we will be able to get these quick one shots now for the initial part of this heroic mode, because of low health basically, which also feels nice sometimes getting those quick one shots, you know. I don't know, it makes me feel happy. Again, I don't have any reason like why it happens or like that. It just makes me happy. Next we have Robin King. Again, nothing crazy in the modifiers, so we are going with uh, EPI, Harley and Zatanna. Usual setup again. EPI with dark metal cards, Zatanna with puppet, and Harley with passive stats. But I think I equipped Kamidogo dagger on Zatanna, which is not a problem. Like, the only thing that will happen is, you'll just have to get the damage buff from Zatanna, and you can still deal damage. So it doesn't matter if you have a puppet or not. But puppet, only advantage that you will get is that you will get the damage against target debuffs, which will help you deal more damage actually. That's the only thing, I guess. But I think EPI still kills the fights easily with just the damage buff, even without activating the puppet, you know. So, and here again the health is even lower, so it's a piece of cake for EPI, doesn't matter. Anyway, so I actually realized it later that I don't have puppet on Zatanna. You know, while starting the fight, I was completely unaware of it. But doesn't matter. I mean, API doesn't need it for 250 million health. I mean, sometimes she doesn't need puppet activated for 2 billion health also, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's move to the next one now. Okay, next up we have Swamp Thing. So Swamp Thing, I think, has armor pierce immunity, but we don't care. I have Beast Boy team left. I also have Superman team left. So yeah, I think that I actually thought of using Superman here, but armor pierce immunity for Swamp Thing, so we can't use him. And I don't have any other artifact that I can use on Superman, like for example Fire and Knife. So that's the reason I am going with Beast Boy here, and then I think against Black Manta I'll use Superman. So that's what we'll do. Again, very easy for Beast Boy. I mean, 250 million is like nothing. A few specials and he is going to be dead. I mean, here there was even no need to activate, no need to do the super move of Beast Boy also, you know, but who cares? We finished it quite quickly. Let's move to the next fight now, which will be Superman against Manta. Superman with again the usual setup. Superman with Twin Blade, Killer Frost, and classic Wonder Woman with passive stats. That is what we are going to do. This fight also will be over very quickly, because the damage against target, as you start stacking, you will be able to see how quickly the health starts vanishing. That's how it goes for Superman. Okay, now we have got him. He can't really do anything now. Once we get into this loop, then the opponent just can't do anything. And you can see, even with, okay, we have got the full damage against target now, so you can see how quickly the health is going to vanish, just look at his health bar, just look at that. Again, it's wonderful to watch, makes me happy. Yeah, and he's dead. Okay, so I think this was the seventh pip. So okay, let's meet in the next video, and thank you very much. Bye bye.